for my gods and emperor. A handbook for the imperial cult. What is the imperial cult? The missionary arm of the great faiths. The imperial cult brings divine inspiration and consolation to the empire's remote provinces. The cults combine the worship of the 9 divines, the Aedra, Akatosh, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, and Julianos, and the Talos cult, veneration of the divine god hero Tiber Septim, founder and patron of the empire. Imperial cult priests provide worship and services for all these gods at imperial shrines and settlements throughout Vardenfell. What is the virtuous life? Our doctrines are simple. We acknowledge the divinity of the 9 divines, Akatosh, Dibella, Arche, Zenithar, Mara, Stendar, Kinnereth, Julianos, and Tiber Septim. We preach the 9 virtues: humility, inspiration, piety, work, compassion, justice, ambition, learning, and civility. Our emperor is the defender of the faith, and the empire is the worldly working of the divine plan. We pledge aid and comfort to all citizens in need, and serve the emperor and empire at his will. The imperial cults look to the 9 divines as models for living a good and virtuous life. Each of the 9 represents different aspects of life and how it should be lived. But the simplest statement of our doctrines is, help and protect one another. The stronger one is, the wealthier one is, the more one bears responsibility for helping and protecting others. One's first duty, of course, is to one's fellow members of the imperial cult. But after that, one should help and protect any needy persons. We also say, do not harm one another. It is forbidden to attack another person of the imperial cult, and of course forbidden to kill another member. It is forbidden to steal from another member, whether by open theft or by covert pickpocketing. It is forbidden to trespass upon the private property of another member, break any one of these rules, and be expelled from the cult. How can I join the imperial cult? The imperial cult accepts all citizens of good character and earnest faith. We ask only a one-time pledge of 50 drakes to aid us in our good works. Thereafter, the only cost of membership comes when you use our health, healing, and blessing shrines, modest fees, which help us spread the blessings of the 9 to those less fortunate than ourselves. Those who wish to join the imperial cult in Vardenfell will find a warm welcome from our cult greeters. Igfa at Fort Pelagiad, Siloria Ceruleolus at Buckmoth Legion Fort, Somudas Vunis at Moonmoth Legion Fort, Ruchia Conition in the Grand Council Chambers in Ebonheart, or Lalatia Varian in the Imperial Chapels at Ebonheart. What are the requirements for advancement in the imperial cult? Seekers who wish to advance in the service of the 9 must dedicate time and resources to serving the cult, and must strive for personal improvement in their attributes and skills. Only the most distinguished are worthy of advancement to the higher ranks in the imperial cults. To serve and glorify the 9 divines, the faithful must cultivate a noble personality and a strong will, respect the magical arts, especially the colleges of restoration, mysticism, and conjuration. Those who swear to avoid bloodshed, to take the field unarmored, to fight only with blunt weapons, are especially praiseworthy. Knowledge of enchantments and the gift of diplomatic speech are other qualities we value in our initiates. Imperial cult services. You can find Imperial cult services in Buckmoth Legion Fort, Moonmoth Legion Fort, Pelagiad Legion Fort, Gnisis Legion Fort, Wolverine Hall in Sadrith Mora, Vivek Foreign Quarter, and Imperial Chapels in Ebonheart. Seek training at Wolverine Hall, Buckmoth Fort, Moonmoth Fort, Ebonheart Imperial Chapels, Governor's Hall in Caldera, and Ald Velothi Outpost. Many Imperial cult locations have healing altars. You may pray at Imperial cult healing altars and receive blessings which cure common and blight diseases, cure poisons, and restore damaged attributes. Non-members pay 25 drakes. Non-members pay 25 drakes. Newer members pay 10 drakes, while higher-ranking members receive blessings free. Healing altars are found in Vivek Foreign Quarter, Wolverine Hall in Sadrith Mora, Buckmoth Legion Fort, Moonmoth Legion Fort, Pelagia Legion Fort, Genesis Legion Fort, and Imperial Chapels in Ebonheart. Opportunities for service. Lay healers gather ingredients for health and healing potions, and minister to the sick and hurt in poor and isolated communities. It is difficult and sometimes dangerous work, but the spiritual rewards are great. Lay healers need only the skills of the prudent traveler, being often on the road and in the wilderness, gathering herbs and potion components. They should avoid trouble where possible, and so need not be masters of the arts of war. Those interested should speak to Sinolian Tuniphus at the Imperial Chapels in Ebonheart. Almoners gather alms from members and friends of the faith. We depend on donations to fund most of our good works. Almoners who are successful at bringing in generous donations may rise in the ranks of Imperial Cult's service. Almoners must travel in town and village and should be skilled in persuasion and mercantile matters. Also, almoners with personal wealth are in a position to better serve the cult. Those interested should speak to Eulis Trepter at the Imperial Chapels in Ebonheart. A shrine sergeant helps keep order at the shrines, carries messages and packages, and sometimes escorts priests and lay servants on dangerous missions. This occasional service is ideal for bold, free-spirited adventurers. Shrine sergeants are called upon to serve the Nine with weapon, armor, and spell. New shrine sergeants are given the easiest tasks, but later, missions may demand higher levels of combat proficiency. Those interested should speak to Kay at the Imperial Chapels in Ebonheart. Oracle's quests are the most demanding of all Imperial Cult missions. Only members of the higher ranks are invited to assist the Oracle, and the challenges require the skill and courage found only in heroes of legend. How do the Imperial Cults view the other factions of Vardenfell? The Imperial Cults have a very close relationship with the Imperial Legions, and a friendly and supportive relationship with the Imperial Guilds, especially the Fighters and Mages Guilds. We also have a friendly and supportive relationship with House Hlalu, which strongly supports the Emperor and Imperial principles. Though we cannot condone the actions of the Thieves Guild, we praise their faithful dedication to the Emperor and to Imperial culture. The Imperial cults have the greatest respect for the high moral principles of House Redoran and the Morag Tong, and honors their different but noble conceptions of divine inspiration. We disapprove of the primitive heathen beliefs of the Ashlanders, and of the impious and inhumane practices of the Telvanni. The Imperial cult especially disapproves of the practice of slavery, and looks forward to the day when slavery is illegal in all Imperial provinces. The Imperial cult also disapproves of the lawless and greedy Kamonatong, and their ruthless exploitation of the poor and weak. Historically, our relationship with the Tribunal Temple is difficult and unfriendly. Though the Imperial cults acknowledges the lords and saints of the Temple Pantheon as worthy inspirations, the Temple falsely insists that theirs is the one true faith, and that the Imperial cults worship false gods.